Hi, and welcome to another episode of Glenn's Tech Corner. In this video, I'll show you how to work with queries in Google Sheets. Queries is a super efficient way to get data from one sheet into another, and here I'll show you how to do it. In my spreadsheet, I have my blank query page, and I just have some dummy data to show how we can take this data and put into the query sheet. We need to use the formula called query. Here we will mainly be using two different variables. We will be adding what data should it work with, and then the query itself, how should it extract and handle this data. So for the first data, we can simply just go here and select everything. For the query, I'll start with doing just a very simple part of the query, and then I'll explain some of the things I most frequently use when working with queries. First, I'll just do a select A. So this is the very first basic step. We can still do some basic formatting if we wanted that. And now I'm only asking it to select column A, which just takes this column out. I could, by comma separating, get out more, and I don't need to get all of them. I could also skip some of them if I only wanted A, D, and L. So this is the very basic, just selecting all the data and then selecting which columns I want to import. We can also add a statement. Now we have the select statement, we can add a where. So we could say where D equals Denmark. And suddenly now we also have a filter function directly built into our query. If we wanted multiple filters, we can say and L equals Emily Davis. And suddenly we have filtered it down to only these two rows because they're the only two that matches my query. So that's also a very frequently used. Now I'll just delete this to have a little bit more data. Another statement we can add is an order. Order by, and then we can say, now it looks a little bit weird, but we can say order by D ascending. Now we are taking it from A to Z, which also means that we'll get the blank columns out. We could add a filter where we say where D is not empty, so we don't get these blank rows. If we want to change this, now this is ascending from A to Z. We can also write descending, DESC, to get it the other way around. We can order by multiple if we wanted to, by comma separating. So in case there is more with the same country and we also wanted to order by the sales rep, we could also do that. So the select, the where, the order, some very used criteria. We can also do something else that I think is very cool with queries, which is a group by. So let's just imagine that we wanted to get our sales reps and count how many client IDs do they actually own. Then we can do a select L, which is our account manager, and then a count A, group by L. What it is actually doing now is that it's putting all the data together. It's taking everything and grouping it by if it has the same value in the L column, which is our sales rep name. So we have blank, we have Emily Davis, Michael Brown, and Sarah Lee. And then the count attribute around the A counts how many different IDs do they own. Whenever we do this group by, whenever we want to extract something else, we need to do this aggregations. We need to tell it if we wanted to count it, to summarize it, to find the maximum, the minimum, or something else. So instead of counting this, I could also get the sum of their customer IDs. I could also ask it to get the maximum or to get the minimum. And this works with dates and numbers. So I feel a group by is a very cool way to make an easy overview when you have a lot of data. Imagine this had like thousands of rows. You could very easily make a quick little dashboard telling you how many clients do each sales rep have, when did they close their last deal, with what is their biggest companies, or something else. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video can help you be more efficient when working with Google Sheets, and I hope you want to subscribe and follow for more. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.